something. I want to talk about something important. NuBreed basically said that systematic racism really didn't affect us as a people, and that it's not really anything we should be worrying about right now. Basically, he's saying that the other nations are not responsible for doing anything to us. Like, they're not the enemy. Simply put, let me break it down like this. When you're an Israelite, right, and you're fake, what tends to happen is you try your best to make viewers that are white love you. So what you do is you condemn your own people. You look down on your people in order to, I guess, get the support and the love of people that don't even like you, right? Case in point, there's a video, right, that I'm gonna react to it at another date, where you have this black dude. I believe he live in a certain community that is a little upscale, or I'm not sure the community if it's upscale. It seems like a decent community, right? I guess something happened with the internet due to the storm, the recent situation. And he was going to his girlfriend's house or something like that to get Wi-Fi. And he walked through the backyards of other people's yards. And all the white people in the community was walking around questioning him. Do you live here? Where you come from? What are you doing here? Who are you? Basically, a bunch of racists. Come to find out, he lives in the community. My point in saying that is, as black people, right, we have been oppressed in this society. We are systematically oppressed. There are all different types of systems in place that keep us at the bottom. Not only that, they make us crazy through the drugs, medication, the prison industrial complex, music, movies, you name it. NuBreed basically got online and said that the other nations are not a problem. It's us, that we're his enemy. Now, I know our people got problems, but one thing we should never do as black people, even though we got problems, even though we got issues, even though we got infighting, even though a lot of times our own people hate each other, we should have a certain set of code, meaning that even if our people got issues, we should never uplift the white man or the other nations as if though our people are worse than them in terms of the level of oppression and hate that comes to us. Meaning, we should never, I guess, give the other nations a pass where we're making ourselves look bad, right? Because this is what he did. Now, I'm going to play the tape. I'm going to let you see this for yourself, fam. It's disgusting, right? Disgusting work. I'm going to play this thing real quick so you can see this thing here, fam. Let's check this out real quick. Check this out. Now, this has to do with a video that he recently made. And it's about, I believe this is IUSBK or some Israelite camp. Now, what you have to understand about NuBreed is this. NuBreed is not in a position to judge any Israelite group when it comes to hate, because NuBreed is full of hate. NuBreed hates me, right? NuBreed hate black women, right? NuBreed uplift the other nations over our women. So he's not in a position to actually review this content. He's trying to do reaction videos, but the thing is, he uplift the white man over the black man. Now, I don't rock with none of these Israelite camps. I don't care for none of these groups. But my point is, NuBreed is a traitor. He's non-FBA. He's not really a true brother in the truth. And it's just a sad situation. So now watch what he does here. I'm going to play the tape so you can hear it.
I want y'all to peep how he answered this question. So he just admitted that he hates white people. He hates other nations. He just admitted it. Hate. 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys have been labeled as a hate group.
Yes, we have.
Are you a hate group?
It depends on who you ask, because we love blacks, Latinos, Haitians, Dominicans, Mexicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians.
Do you hate white people?
God hates white people.
Do you?
See, this is a problem that I got with these type of videos that the white dude make, right? The type of video that the white dude made is not new. These type of videos been going on since the beginning days of YouTube, where you'll have white people, they'll go out onto the streets of New York, and they'll find these camps, and they'll be like, do you hate white people? And white people are not even in a position to even tell black people, do you hate white people, when they put us in slavery? So it's really an oxymoron. It's dumb. It's like, how could one group that oppressed people for 400 plus years look at a group of Negroes that are on the corner preaching, whether you agree with them or not? How could they pull out cameras and say, do you hate white people, when their ancestors enslaved black people for 400 plus years and still, even to this day, are systematically oppressing black people right now? Even down to the communities where black people live in, predominantly black people in the hood, in the projects, right? You think that's by choice, like you just chose to be there? No, they systematically oppress you to the point where through racism, you're not able to afford a better quality of life, because you can only get a certain type of job, you can only make a certain wage, and because of this, you have no choice but to live in projects. Or you have no choice but to live in the hood, because it's not just the projects, it's just the hood. Anywhere where it is primarily affordable, but not necessarily affordable, because even if you live in the projects, they'll base you on your paycheck. But my point is, no white man can come on a camera and ask black people, do you hate white people? I think it's a dumb thing to say, being that their ancestors oppressed our people. We never did that. We never put white people in slavery for 400 plus years. We never did that. So it is ignorant. It is, unethical to ask us these type of silly questions. And what I don't like about the question is it makes us walk on eggshells. It literally makes us, it's almost as if though the other nations hold themselves so high that we got to now dance around the question. And the truth of the matter is, we're not loved by the other nations. The other nations do not love us. You know what I'm saying? When the Arab man come to New York and he set up a store, it's always in our communities. It's not because he loves us, because he want to make money. When the Asian man come, it's to make money. You understand? It's not because he loves us. I mean, when have the other nations set up like some sort of funding for underprivileged black kids, black youth, to help empower our community or offer development in the black community that can help economically and create jobs? This never happened. It's only to make money from our ignorance, right? So the other nations don't love us, but we're still being oppressed to love massa. That's why when the question comes to this Israelite camp, do you hate white people? It again plays on the mind of the bloodline of the seed of the slaves that were oppressed, whether we were in the transatlantic slave trade or we're just descendants. It's still in our blood to love massa. So when we ask these questions, we feel awkward. We feel a sense of, well, I don't want to say nothing wrong because I don't want massa to get mad with me, right? So NuBreed wants the Israelite camp to look like a hate group. Now, this is not new. All over social media, if you identify as an Israelite, you're automatically classified as being a part of a hate group. This is why a lot of people, when you say you're an Israelite, they automatically associate you with camps. This has been happening to me for many, many years. Back in the day, I used to fight with Christians all day because I would say I'm an Israelite, and they would look at me and say, oh, you're a part of those groups that hate white people. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They were like, well, you said you're an Israelite. Israelites hate white people. And I'm like, I never made videos saying I hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they do. So what NuBreed don't realize is by him reviewing that video, he's making himself look bad because the objective of the white man is not to make Israelites as a whole look good. His job is to make the world hate us. Do you understand me? Because the white man that's in the video don't love the Israelites. His job is to, again, make them look like a hate group, make them look crazy, make them look like they're out here just doing evil. So NuBreed is not the person to actually be reviewing this type of stuff because he's full of hate. NuBreed hates me. He hates black women. He hates black little girls. NuBreed got on camera and said that me having 4 daughters was a curse from God, and how having daughters is not a blessing. It's a curse. This is what he said, guys. In other words, the only way you can be blessed as a father is if you have sons. So how could NuBreed talk about hate when he's full of hate? Come on now. But let's listen to the tape. Let's find out what they said so that we can get down to business. Let's go.
So he's telling you, yeah, we hate white people.
You hate white people.
I can only hate white people because God hates white people.
So you do through the shield of God.
I do through my father. Like I.
Do y'all hear this ignorant shit here, bro?
You see what he's doing, right?
Somebody come get these niggas.
Notice how he addressed black men. He said, come get these N-words. Now, if the white man said that, we'll say the white man is a racist. But it's okay for NuBreed to call fellow black man an N-word. See how loosely he say that? Now, isn't that hate? Or is that okay for black people to do? Because, see, we like to say stuff like, oh, you know, if a white man say that, you know, what you're going to do. But it's like, as black men, it's like it's okay for us to do that. It's okay for us to call each other N-words and think it's cool. He said somebody need to come get these N-words. With all the atrocities done to our people, why isn't NuBreed talking about the white man? Because he's afraid of the white man. Because he know if he do that, he's going to get in trouble. Right? Because they're going to say that he's full of hate. You see that? You see that? How this work? So what he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hate on the black man so I can get a YouTube check. Even though these Israelite camps are off, because I don't agree with them. My thing is, if we've been oppressed for 400 plus years, why isn't NuBreed talking about the oppressors and all the atrocities done to our people, but instead he's focusing on the Israelite camp, a group that have no power, no economic power. They can't affect laws. They don't create none of these things. They don't prevent anybody from having jobs. Why is he even targeting them for? They don't got no power. All they doing is speaking their hate or whatever it is they want to speak. It is what it is. The one who control the real resources is a so-called white man. He has the power that could affect you every single day. So let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
Dear Mr. President, tell us what to do. These Bama sacking up in the hood, seeing more troops. He said through God he hates white people. Through God. Look, let me just put this out here.
Now think about this, guys. He's judging the camp for saying through God that he hates white people, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you can remember when NuBreed cursed my 4 daughters by saying that they were not a blessing from God. And he said that God send this judgment to me. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. where NuBreed crashed out in the video and basically said that having black girls, black daughters is a curse from God. He said that God sent that judgment. So how come it's okay for NuBreed to say that this level of hate from God on me is okay, but yet he has judgment to say about this man for saying what he believes? Come on now. This doesn't make any sense, y'all. Let's get back to the tape.
Break. That's blasphemous, number one. Number two, personally speaking, white people aren't my enemy.
What? Hold up. Wait a minute. What did he just say? What did he just say, guys? Did anybody catch that? NuBreed just said that white people are not his enemy. That's what he just said. Let me rewind that back a little bit. Hold on a second. Let's go.
Blasphemous, number one. Number two, personally speaking, white people aren't my enemy. I have more black enemies than white.
Wow.
The white man has never really tried to tear me down unless you're talking about systematic oppression from what they done to our forefathers and ancestors.
Do you hear what he's saying, fam? Basically, he just ignored 400 years of oppression, even till this day, and he gave the other nations a pass, and he's more concerned about this guy. In other words, to NuBreed, that black man is the most dangerous man on the planet. A man that doesn't affect us economically. He don't have no power to control jobs. He don't control where you live. He don't control the laws, nothing. But that's what he wants you to focus on. Come on now. Let's rewind that back for the people in the back of the classroom. Let's see if we get this.
Or troops. He said through God he hates white people. Through God. Look, let me just put this out here. I'll break. That's
Okay.
blasphemous, number one.
No, what was blasphemous is you saying having daughters was a curse from God. That was blasphemous. That is what was blasphemous, NuBreed. You saying that the daughters of Zion, that black women having black daughters was a curse from God. That's what you said. So how dare you talk about him when you believe that black girls are a curse from God? Come on now.
Two, personally speaking, white people aren't my enemy.
Wow.
I have more black enemies than white.
Man.
The white man has never really tried to tear me down unless you're talking about systematic oppression from what they done to our forefathers and ancestors.
What they done to our forefathers and ancestors affect us to this day. What are you talking about? It is affecting us. That's why we don't even like each other. It's because they turned us against one another. That's why it's so difficult for us to get along, because of systematic oppression, because of poverty, because of the lack of resources. We kill one another. We sell drugs to one another. We feel comfortable robbing one another and killing one another. Why? Because of systematic oppression, because of racism. Let's go.
And not having a fair shake. Yeah. Did we start off our lives at a disadvantage? Absolutely, positively. But when it comes to advancing, is it the white man stopping us from advancing? Hell no.
Wow. He just said that the white man is not stopping us from advancing, people. NuBreed said that the white man, or the power structure of this system, is not stopping us from advancing. That's what NuBreed just said. Let me see if I can rewind that back. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Let's go.
Did we start off our lives at a disadvantage? Absolutely, positively. But
Shout out to those in Belgium. Let's go.
It comes to advancing, is it the white man stopping us from advancing? Hell no. It's either me, myself, and I stopping me from advancing, or it's another black man.
He was about to say another N-word, y'all. He was about to say another N-word. Look, let me rewind it back. Watch his mouth. Watch his mouth, fam. You're going to see the letter M, the letter N is going to come by his mouth, and then he's going to switch it to black man. Watch this.
Comes to advancing, is it the white man stopping us from advancing? Hell no. It's either me, myself, and I stopping me from advancing, or it's another black man.
Wow, you saw that? You saw that? He was about to say another N word, and then he switched it to black man. So he wants you to believe that it's black men that are stopping each other from advancing. Basically saying that the powers that be are not even trying to stop us from advancing. This man right here sold out, guys. This man is definitely non-FBA. Definitely he's working with the oppressor. And he definitely don't like his own people, because he's busy saluting this guy right here, right? While trying to condemn this man right here. Now, I don't rock with no Israelite camp. I don't rock with none of these people. But I'll be darned if I'm going to focus my energy on these guys when these guys' ancestors are responsible for putting our people in all sorts of problems today. That don't make no sense. Let's go.
It's just the facts.
Wow.
That's just the facts.
And his viewers are just as slow as he is. His viewers are saying facts. The viewers actually agree. This is what I mean when you are mentally and systematically oppressed. They use our own people against us, fam, and indoctrinate us to be good slaves. Let's go.
So I'm not hearing nothing he talking about. It's ignorance. This man said he hates the white man through God.
When in history have you ever seen a black man trying to defend white people, fam? Like, come on now. I'm not even going to be here long. I got a couple of streams I got to do, fam, because I got to go get me something to eat. But, fam, this dude is right here defending the other nations when he's supposed to be defending his own people. I'm going to come back with more, fam. I'm going to come back with more. I want y'all to resonate with this particular live. Think about what he's saying. I'm going to come back with a part 2. I got to go get something to eat, fam. Like, real talk. We're going to cook. We got to cook, man. Because this is getting crazy, bro. This is sad. He is literally defending the other nations. First of all, the guy who made the guy who made that documentary didn't make it to make black people look good. He did it to make us look bad. He did it because he don't got no love for us. But he's trying to, let me tell you something, man. The other nations are very sarcastic. They specialize. They're masters at sarcasm. They're masters at gaslighting. They will have you all believing that they love you. They don't love you, bro. They don't. That documentary that was made with that Israelite camp was designed to make all of us that claim to be Israelites look bad. It's designed to make us all look like we're a bunch of haters, like we all are out to get the other nations. That's what it's for. I don't make hate videos. I don't make videos talking about none of that type of stuff. But what I find is that the video that was made by that white man, that should be considered a hate video. Why? Because what is the purpose of it? The purpose of that video is no other than to make Israelite people, black men that believe they're Israelites, to make us all look like we're a hate group. That's hate. So why isn't that looked upon as hate? Because he's a white man. Because he's a white man. So he get away with it. You know? Because they'll start the video off with, oh, these black people, they believe that they're the chosen people of God. I mean, it's basically a bunch of gaslighting and sarcasm to make us look like we're fake. Like we're just trying to be something we're not. Like it's crazy, fam. Those type of documentaries pushes hate. And it make us look bad. So for NuBreed to make a video going against I'm not sure if his name is Tazariak, I believe his name is. For him to be making a video going against him, whether you agree with him or not, You make yourself look bad as a black man because you're an Israelite too. Even if that group is off, even if they got idols, even if they are a cult, it doesn't matter. You worrying about the little fish when you're supposed to be focusing on the big fish. The big fish is the dude that is on the camera recording. Him. That dude right there. That dude right there is the one NuBreed should be focused on. But no, he's focused on him. A man that has no power. None. But this guy is getting the millions of views. This guy, his agenda and purpose is to actually cause all of us Israelites to look like we're all one big hate group. But he's focused on him. That's the power of deception, fam. That's the power of deception. Doesn't make any sense, fam. Let me block this crazy person here talking about NuBreed forgives you. You're a troll and you're absolutely out of your mind. NuBreed is absolutely satanic, fam. That man is satanic, and that man practiced all sorts of witchcraft and sorcery. He got all y'all folks under, like, mind control, fam. Only a few people are able to see through him because he's very smooth with his words, and he got all of y'all deceived. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to come back with more content. We got to review more of this video here and break this thing down. So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Salute to the mods in the chat. I think I seen V-Dub in the building. Shout out to everybody in the show. We'll be back later with more, fam. I got to go get me something to eat. I'll be back. Peace.